Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta is expected to present the interim 2021 budget to Parliament on Wednesday, that is tomorrow. Now, this after the House approved the proposed date put forward by the Finance Ministry. But this presentation will not come with any major policy interventions. George Rafe explains why in this report.
The country's financial administration laws requires the finance minister to present to Parliament the budget for next year no later than November 30 of the previous year, or let's say 1 month before we enter the actual spending year for government. This practice is meant to present the government of the day an opportunity to start the new year with an approved financial statement by Parliament. It's also to ensure that before we start a new financial year, all the necessary debate has been done by Parliament so the government of the day may have all the required legal backing to spend. But there appears to be something different about this interim 2021 budget. Now, because this year is an election year, there is a likelihood that this government might not be in power to implement the proposed economic policies. That is why the minister is doing this interim budget that would cover the first 3 months of 2021. The move is to ensure that whoever wins this December election will not have any challenge in spending to meet the day-to-day needs of the government for the first quarter of next year. The presentation would therefore outline the expenditure and revenue estimates for the first 3 months of next year. However, the minister will not be allowed to outline any major policy statement or program for next year, as he may not be in the chair to implement it. However, for some, the main challenge will be the full-year budget that will be presented in March 2021. It has been argued that whoever might be in power will have to deal with the high budget deficit coming from 2020 and how they intend to finance it. Will the government today be looking at increasing taxes to deal with it, or go out and borrow, having in mind the rising debt stock and the threat that Ghana could soon be classified as a debt-distressed country by the IMF and the World Bank?